Hey! I have to go check one of my messages. I just sat down to start. But I have to go look at something real quick. Shush. Okay, notification that means nothing to me. We're good. There we go. Seribot, which means stream is officially up. Why do I have notifications? What is going on? Ah, that makes sense. Alright, I have to go make sure that everything in my room is set up right. Everything is ready for stream. Everything's here. So I will be right back. Besides, we still have ad break to do, so give me a moment. Okay, hey Pine, welcome in. How's it going? All right, we are doing. Oh, that's fine. All right, we are doing more video prep today because I have to finish up the video. Still have a little bit of work to do. I'm almost done with the art because I've decided we're not doing evolutions anymore. We're pivoting. I do not have the time nor the patience to do the evolutions and the character art. So I'm not gonna. Instead, I am just going to finish up the fully rendered art for the starters unevolved forms, work on the Pokédex image, and that's gonna be about it. I might not do character art for the main characters. I might, who knows. All I know is that at this current moment, I do not have the time or the patience. Hey Shay, welcome in. Oh goodness, that is hard to read. I don't want to put OBS in light mode, which I don't think you can. Screen reader auto announce. Oh, that'd be horrible, actually. I do not want that. Okay, there we go. But yeah, welcome in, everyone. We're going to be doing more of you not really fully being able to see what I'm doing, but you get to do co-working with me. It's gonna have to stay hidden until the video is done, and then I'll actually post about it and stuff. But also, let's start the work timer, 30 minutes. I gotta take care of myself as well, so I'm not gonna... I gotta have my timers up. But also, in other good news, I have a shop. For those of you who aren't in the Discord, or just didn't see the messages, my ACGs, there goes the ad break. All right, we'll talk about it after. Why notifications? What? Ah, that makes sense. All right. I also need to get some refs up. Hey, Comet. Always with the gambles. Hey, at least you won this time. Oh, I guess I should have added a command for that. I'll do that now. Hey, it's still technically working, so I'm not really taking a break. All right. Also, can I just say, physical has got to be one of the most confusing words to spell ever. Okay, maybe not the worst one, but like, I hate physical. Every time I have to spell physical, it annoys me. Because I feel like I've spelled it wrong and right, and then I'm like, oh wait, shit, the H. I missed the H. Every time it's H. Physical goods. Go to shop. That doesn't take me to my shop. Okay. $12, huh? Is that the most you've played in one day, or... is there a higher record on a different day? Because 12 hours, that's a lot. Also, how do you know you played that long? Welcome back from ads, everybody. And save. There we go, now it's fixed. Yeesh, why are you on so often? What the heck were you doing? Was that the potions log? Hey, Fancy, welcome in. You were served a toast. A singular toast. And name it slice of toast. It's just toast. Alright, I'm never gonna fix that, I guess. Oh! Oh, I still have something I haven't done. Whoops. I guess I could do that now since this is work time. I do also have to go pull up references for something, so... there we go. Let's go grab that. That tab's muted. Oh yeah, how is music volume and volume of just about anything? Is anything like low at all? Because I will just tell me so I can fix it if there is a problem. You. Okay, that's not what I want. Oh, I need to press that. Oh, why is... I didn't close it down, I just tabbed out. Oh yeah, you still haven't gotten it since the last time? That's not what I meant to click. This one. Is that what I'm looking for? No. It's this one. There it is. Okay. Let's go add that to the list. I completely forgot to add the... Stop shrinking. There we go. I completely forgot to add the last daily order to the daily order list. Can I open this while it's open on there? Okay, it should be fine. Let me make sure I'm spelling exactly like it's spelled in the message. Okay. And then save. There we go. Lava Frosty has been added to the daily order pool. Got the other 2 books from Prestige. Need knockback 10. Hope it doesn't take 200 kills. You're gonna have to pray. You still don't have Bufo's pet though, do you? Whoops. Oh yeah, that's not even supposed to be on this screen. It's supposed to be over. Just shrunk Clipstio paint by accident. There we go. You are supposed to be on this screen because I don't need you to be next on the front screen. That's why I keep shrinking it. There we go. Alright, but yeah, the video research and everything is going pretty well. I do have the design for every starter, which is what I needed, at the very least. I was going to give every starter an evolution, but I decided I don't feel like it. I do not have the time for that and editing, and editing's kind of the more important part, so we're going to have to do something else. Let's see. I like the way this one looks. I do want that. So this. I'm gonna have to move my mouse, my mic back, so if I do sound a little quieter, deal with it. I'm sorry. It's in the way of my drawing tablet. I need it out of my face for just a moment. I forgot why I refuse to draw with my wrist brace on. It is mildly annoying. I'll put on my compression glove instead. So I do have a cute idea for the Pokédex for the Undertale region, which is based off the ruins, which is what I'm trying to work on right now. I also want to get the ruins, like, color palette up. That is Undertale being modded, which is kind of neat, but not what I'm looking for. Oh, that's that Minecraft world that people use. I don't know why all of these are the things that come up, but I'll grab this one, because this is what I'm looking for. Okay, there we go. But yeah, I'm really excited that the ACG shop got approved, because now I get to work on merch stuff for different fandoms, and the birthday merch I plan to put out after the re-debut stream. Oh yeah, I'm also realizing I was using my... And no wonder this looked weird. I wasn't using my sketch brush, I was using the paint bucket. Or not the paint bucket, but like my usual paint brush. Let's get rid of this. Also, I apologize for you guys not being able to see the art I'm working on, but you will get to see all the final products during the video drop. Let's see. That's not what I need. I need symmetry tool. And to put this smack dab in the middle. I always forget what's like the half of the screen mark. Okay, just slightly off. There we go. Like, every time I need the symmetry tool, I always have to get the calculator app up, because I always forget what the number is for, like, half the screen. Every time. At least I consistently forget it every time, but to be fair, I only get to use it, like, every once in a while. Why is the stabilization fucked? What is wrong? What is wrong with you? Where's the stabilization bed? There we go. I will say I'm pretty proud of all the work I've done for the upcoming Undertale X Pokemon video, but man, do I not really want to do that part 2 anymore. I think Pokemon are neat, but like, I don't think this is what I want to do for the next one. I think for the next one, maybe I'll do like a Magical Girl inspired video. Or maybe something to do with D&D, something that I find, something that I have more of an attachment to personally. Because unfortunately, Undertale is that thing, but also kind of not. Like, I enjoy Undertale, don't get me wrong, but I have more of a connection to Deltarune than I do to Undertale, especially now. Though I don't have any, like, Deltarune Pokemon I wanted to design. So for this concept, I'm not going to just do it again, but with Deltarune. Not something I'm fully interested in. Are all of these designed the same way? Kinda. No, that's not what I want. Okay, how about this? Nope. Wait, no, I should look up UI. Into Pokédex UI. If that doesn't work, then I'm just not gonna get images. Nope. Did that work? Not really. I'm trying to get the Pokédex UI for each game to see how they look in the actual games, and it doesn't really like that. Nope, these I'm pretty sure are just Pokemon Go. They are all Pokemon Go for some reason. Alright, I guess nobody really likes taking screenshots of the Pokédex in different games, because these are just... Why is all of this just, for some reason, Pokesleep and Pokemon Go? What is this? These are just cheaties. They're like Funko Pops. Why is there a Funko Pop one? Alright, well that's not remotely what I was asking for, or what I wanted. Thanks, Google. I don't even use Google. I use unfortunately upgraded Internet Explorer because I do not feel like transferring all of my information, especially not to Google of all places. Keep the shit I have now. You know what? I'm switching the music. This is gonna make me fall the fuck asleep, and I don't want that. You guys get to listen to Spirit City music. I'm gonna go listen to something I actually enjoy. I feel like I'm actually going to fall asleep if I keep listening to this. It's not bad, it's just not working music for me. Nope, that's not what I want. There we go. Not listening to this is the like genuinely it's nice music. It's just the kind of music that makes me fall asleep, genuinely. Shay, I don't know if you're joking or not, but you're very correct. I absolutely am listening to rock music. I refuse to listen to Zelda music anymore. It makes me fall asleep if I'm not playing video games. There it is. Let's see, I'm also trying to grab all of the, like, info that Pokédexes tend to have, so... I have a list here in what I'm working on, so I don't have to keep tapping out. There we go. Pokemon name. I guess it's their category. The blank Pokemon, essentially. So name, the blank Pokemon, stuff like weight and height, which I don't really care about, but I'll list them as things that are usually included. Nope. Weight, height. There's 6 stats. Traumatized milk. Delicious. Why is there no next song playing? Hello? You good? Ooh. Gooch. Oh yeah, typing, of course. Dex info. A lot of people like to include the shinies. Next to a person. Oh yeah, abilities and stuff, which I probably should do since I'm not going to be adding the evolved forms yet. Alright, there we go. You need a traumatized milk, I assume? Sometimes a nice cold drink does help. Let's see. Well, I hope you have the chance to go and get one. Let's see. Alright, I need to look up just Pokédex in general again. Because now I need the Pokemon information. Because I just want to see what they look like in their dexes to make sure I'm not forgetting something important. Oh yeah, I can have this in front of me too. I don't have to have it on my second screen. This isn't what I asked for. Alright, we'll just look at Bulbasaur and see. Should I add a dex number? I guess I could. I don't really care enough, though, to give them numbers. Like, which one of you should be first? I think the grass starters are always the first one on the list. But maybe they're not? I don't know. Someone who knows more about Pokemon, feel free to tell me if that's true or not, I guess. Are they normally first? Or is that sometimes just, it's random? Oh wait, I can bring this back up too. I don't know what that's about. Okay, but yeah. Oh wait, no, I do need this to be off to the side now because I need to look over quickly. Okay, so name... Oh, sometimes it's called species. So the blank Pokemon, height, weight, abilities. I don't need to list where they are. Oh, their egg group. That could be an important one. That might be a fun one to look into. I didn't spell any of that correct. There we go. Egg group. Gender ratio could be a fun one. Half of this is only going to be information you know if you look at the screen. I'm not gonna read these stats out. That's not important enough. Hey Paige, how's it going? Welcome in. Enjoy your single French fry. You can have any dip of your choice for free. It's never going to be enough for the single French fry. It's always going to be far more than you need. But never enough for a single order of fries. No, that's not true. We're better than that here. Growth weight, yes. Growth rate, experience, base friendship, catch rate. Yeah, I don't need all that. But we will have the stats and stuff. Let's see. I don't think we need to have the like base moves they get. I think that's too much. That's too much to ask of myself. Hey, I hope you enjoy drawing. I'm almost on my break timer. Okay, all of this is stuff we'll include for each one. I only have to do this 3 times. That's fun. And now for the thing I'm most afraid of, like genuinely. Let's go ahead and look at how many abilities there are. This is going to be a bad idea. Will I do it anyway? Yes. Hey, maybe there's not a million of them. There probably are. That's not... Okay, this is annoying. Stop. I'm not in the mood for you to not know how to do what you're supposed to do. Let's look up abilities. Okay, now the music I actually want to listen to is overstimulating me. Pokemon ability list. There we go. Perfect. At least egg groups, there aren't too many. That should be easy. Amorphous, bug, dragon, fairy, field, flying, grass, human-like, mineral, monster, water 1 through 3. Ditto. I forgot Ditto is its own egg group. That's funny. I love that. And undiscovered. Let's see. Pokemon abilities. How many are there? I wish it could just tell me, like... Oh, okay. Well, it is now break time. Oh, I should put my... I just threw my pen because I was trying to grab my glasses. I need my glasses. Okay, how many of these are there? Oh, that's a lot. Oh, that's a lot. Some of these are for very, very specific Pokemon, I think, because they only have one use. Yeah, like, let's... Yeah, oh man, are these the amount of Pokemon that use them? Yeah, there's Airlock, Anger Shell, Armor Tail, and all of these only have one Pokemon that uses them? Girafarig? Sorry, Evolved Girafarig. Or however you say it. The Fraff. That one has Armor Tail. Interesting. Ball Fetch, Battery. So many of these are only used once. Okay, now we've moved on to ones that have it twice. As one, Aura, Bad Dream, Berserk, Commander. Yeah, I'm just gonna make one up. I think I'm just gonna make them up. Restores HP if the Pokemon is poisoned. Poison Heal. That sounds, yeah. Truant. Pokemon can't attack on consecutive turns. Wind Rider. Symbiosis. Wonder Skin. Oh, Fluffy halves damage from contact moves when double damage from fire type moves. Oh, uh-oh. Determines what moves a foe has. Like, I don't want to read through all of these. Some of them could be really useful. I'm not fully sure. There's not too many of these, I don't think. Chlorophyll, Levitate, Peni. Oh yeah, someone brought up Kenai for the, I think it was Shay who brought up Kenai? That was like 4 days ago. I don't remember. Someone brought up giving the guy Kenai because he has a big eye. Prevents other Pokemon from lowering accuracy. Yeah, someone brought that up. Pressure. Pokemon raises the foe's PP usage. I don't like that it's called pressure. Talks about PP. I don't want to think about that. Powers up grass moves in a pinch, overgrow. Okay, we'll go from like the most used to the least used. We'll just go from top to bottom. This is gonna be fun. Adaptability. Oh, I changed it to being by name. There we go. Swift Swim. Boost the Pokemon's speed and rain. I don't think... Actually, it might not even rain at all, technically, in Undertale. I'm still not really sure how rain works there. Especially not in the region, considering they're supposed to be underground. So I don't think so. Can't be knocked out in one hit. Sturdy, that's a fun one. Intimidate. Lowers the foe's attack stats. I'm kind of tempted to give him... When I say him, I was thinking about looks. The look starter, and giving that one the option for... Yeah, I think I'll move that over, Intimidate. Since he's grumpy, and I feel like that'd be fun. Overgrow... We'll keep to the side. Intimidate we'll keep to the side. What about Waterfall? Yeah, I know, but like I said, I don't understand how it rains down there, so I don't think it makes sense. Inner Focus, or how it snows in Snowdin. Like, I don't understand it, so we're just gonna say no. Sheer Force, Gluttony, Wild, Runaway, Pressure, Own Tempo. Swarm. Hey Beta, how's it going? For me, pretty good. I've been having a pretty good start to my week. I have an online shop that's been approved, so I can start setting up merch for both my channel and for fandoms I enjoy. I am just about done, technically, with a lot of the art for the video, so I have over a week to do the editing and everything for it. I just need to finish a couple of things, but then I will be done. But what about everyone else in chat? How's everyone doing today? We have any plans, any good news? Any fun things we're doing recently? Because right now, I get to read through Pokemon abilities, so you're just gonna hear me mutter to myself like, yeah, that's a good one. Or, no, that sounds stupid. Restore Ooh, Water Absorb. Restores HP if hit by a water-type move. Yeah, let's grab that one. Shell Armor. Technically, that would make sense. Flash Fire. Powers up fire-type moves if it's hit by one. I think that actually makes sense considering how Looks works. Because he'll get angrier and his attacks get faster if you pick on him. So technically that makes sense. Hey, good luck. Making good progress on web fishing, 100%. Got all shiny. Hey! Hey, I think you brought it up last time, but why are the normal ones the ones that are giving you trouble? You'd think it'd be the highest level ones, but no. Do you ever explain something and walk away thinking I'm going insane? What? Do you ever explain something and walk away thinking I'm going insane? Sometimes we've had some really interesting conversations here during streams, to be fair. So, yeah. Sometimes when I try to explain my OCs and my thought process especially. Also have all saltwater and freshwater fears now, it just leaves Mistfish. Hey! Trying to figure out how to give my character drawing an actual proper chest instead of them being flat. Yes. Tits, one of the most difficult parts of anatomy. Because even once you've got everything else, you're just like, how the fuck? What is this? What are you? How dare you? I just got done explaining to my friend how FNAF is actually set in... What? World of Darkness? Is that what WOD is? World of Darkness? Shay, why? Why? Okay. I mean, I'm willing to hear you out, but what? Alright then. Telepathy anticipates an ally's attacks and dodges it. That doesn't really make sense. You're not a psychic type. Regenerator. Restore a little HP when withdrawn from battle. Overcoat protects the Pokemon from weather damage. Unnerve makes a foe nervous and unable to eat berries. I'm gonna look funny, so you're not gonna be able to eat. I'm sorry, it just sounds funny. Mold Breaker. Moves can be used regardless of abilities. Okay. Technician powers a Pokemon's weaker move. Oblivious prevents from becoming infatuated. Wait, that's hilarious. What? The move that makes or the ability that makes it so your Pokemon can't be like charmed or fall in love with the other Pokemon is called Oblivious. I love that. We have Insomnia and Guts. Boost attacks if there's a status problem. Weak Armor, Rock Head. None of them are rock types. I'll give you that much of a hint. None of the starters are rock types. Surprise, surprise. I also already told you what I picked. I picked Vegetoid, Lux, and Frogget, so none of them are very rocky. At least not in my head. Shed Skin. Pokemon may heal its own status problems. Ice Body. None of you are ice types. I don't think that makes sense to give you. Hydration. Heals status problems if it's raining. Again, like, that would be good, but I don't know how I'm gonna make it. Like, does that mean we're just gonna say Frogget because Frogget's the water type? Does that mean if I give Frogget hydration, they're constantly going to be healing and waterfall? Like, or like, what if I give the Vegetoid starter, because it's a grass type, any of the moves that involve sunshine? Do they just never work? Like, it's something I have to think about. Like, technically you'd think you'd constantly be healing in Waterfall. But like, if you are, does that mean sun abilities don't work at all? Like, what, how? I'm just gonna ignore them, because it's funny, but it's like, do I do this? Probably should. It started as a joke, then, oh, it is work time again. I know I didn't stop working, but I stopped drawing, so give me that at least. It started as a joke, then it started making sense. Afton is a mage who sold the company to Pentex 80s. Pentex 80s. I don't know why I said Pentex, there's no A there. Got embraced into Clan Giovanni, then because he was no longer a mage, the spring locks no longer worked, putting him into Topor for 30 years. I'm gonna pretend I didn't read that. Overgrow increases the power of grass moves by 50%, 1.5. When the ability bearer HP falls below a third of its maximum, known in game as in a pinch. Okay, so they heal if their HP is below a third. Okay. They'll start trying to heal. Oh no, sorry, they don't heal, but they start getting more powerful. Okay, that could be useful. That could be a cool one. Oh yeah, I'm just gonna go figure out their egg groups now before I move on. Ba, 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 ba. Oh, Whoopsie Paint's fighting with me again. Please don't do that. I legally require you to get your shit together. Because if you don't have your shit together, I don't have my shit together. And that makes me sad. Okay, you here. You here. One more here. I'm not gonna need any of those. Okay, so on Clipsio Paint, I am now messing with, you know what? I think I'm gonna actually put up my drawing tablet. Screw this. I'm not drawing today. Unplug. Or at least not right now. I'm going to focus entirely on typing. I'm gonna give myself a wrist break. And I am going to do only stuff that has to do with writing today. It's not an art stream. I'm allowed to change my mind. It's not like I've drawn anything so far. Technically the script is already started. What I'm currently doing is putting the Pokemon's information down. So like each Pokemon's name, their species, category, whatever people call them. Their typings, height, weight, that stuff. We're doing that today. We're getting into the technicals of it all. The technicalities of everything. Yes. Come here, Ditto. I forgot what those 6 Pokemon types are. Or, not the type. God damn it. Yeah, the 6 Pokemon types. There's only 6 of them. Yeah, you remember the other... 8? How many Pokemon types are there, by the way? I meant stats, which is why I'm making fun of myself, but I said types, which means, how many of you are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 18, sorry. The other 12 Pokemon types? Yeah, no, fuck that. You don't get those anymore. Who needs them? Okay, HP... Attack. Defense. Special defense. Okay, Clipsio Paint hates me again. Yeah, get it out. Oh, sorry. Special attack is listed first, so we'll do that one first. Special defense and speed. I don't know if I'm gonna put in actual numbers there just yet, but I will also have the totals. I think. Oh yeah, also feel free to like give me hints if I get something very incredibly wrong about Pokemon. I know nothing about it. If you know something about it, please, I'm begging you, help me if I'm wrong. When did I get muted? Why was I muted for like 3 seconds? What did I do? Whatever. I somehow muted myself. But yeah, either way, it is okay to backseat me if I get something incredibly wrong about Pokemon. Please tell me I don't know what I'm doing. I think I pressed undo while I was still technically tabbed into OBS, and the last thing I did in OBS was mute myself. Because I had to sneeze. And, I muted myself for half a second. While I was, like, mid, talking about the fact that I will probably be wrong about something. Also, I'm also going to just be using chat to look stuff up for me when I don't feel like doing it. So, Shay, since you've offered... Hey, real quick, do Pokemon starters have, like, a default number, or can it just be anything? Like, do they all have, like, 120? Is that high? Is that low? I don't fucking know. Like I said, I don't know shit about Pokemon. It's probably the lowest fucking stats you can have. Uh-oh. 120. If there's 6 stats, if you have 120, does that mean you have a 30 and everything? No, that's too much. Not a 30. Sorry. No. You have a 20 and everything. That's horrible. That's probably really bad. What's the max again? 255? Is that the max? I believe they do, not sure the exact number. You mind looking that up for me? Also, am I incredibly wrong about 120 being like the highest, or is that just fucked up entirely? It feels high to me. It feels like that's a pretty good number. 150 something is like good total stats, probably. Might be bad, but probably not good, actually. I don't know anything about these. Dex info. You guys aren't getting Dex info at the moment, so I'm not gonna add a space for that. Shiny. I'll do shinies in a bit. Next to a person, that's a drawing thing. Abilities. I think from what I was looking at, you can have like 3 max ability options, so excuse me, maybe 2, so I'll leave room for that. Egg group and gender ratio, which for all of them is going to be 50-50. Goodness. Why am I being attacked by my own lungs? I don't know if you heard that, like, random, deep breath. I don't know what just happened there. I think I, like, had a hiccup that wanted to happen, and then it didn't, so it threw a fit. That hurt. Just ever so slightly. There we go. Stats. Stats and other such nonsense. Okay, so their final evolution, they average around a stat total of 500. I knew 250 was too low. 530, not including megas. Ah. I'm about to fight anatomy. Why ain't this working? You're fighting with yourself. You're made up of bones and flesh and things, yes? Or are you perhaps maybe a robot? Paige, are there... We have a vampire here. Everyone's allowed here. We need to get you different meal options. We have very inclusive options for all of the different species, of course. I mean, what kind of place would we be if we didn't? We have vegan options, vegetarian, and robot. Which is apparently an option. Okay, we got blue for water type. But yeah, anatomy is every artist's greatest enemy. But also your best friend. Who hits you in the head with paper while you're trying to pay attention in school. You know, like the class clown friend that is always doing something to piss you the fuck off, but they're also your best friend, apparently. Alright, there we go. I have a spot for each typing. Fun fact, I don't have names for these guys yet. Unfortunately for me. I don't have, like, the Pokemon-ified names of anyone just yet. So for now, they are still just Frogget, Vegetoid, and Looks. Well, actually, that's not true. Funnily enough, even though Vegetoid's starter was the most difficult one for me to design, it's the only one with an official name. Everyone else is still a lot of, who knows? But that's because Vegetoid already has its information picked out. Because it's a convergent species. So it's named after its original species. That's not how you spell that. There we go. Pokemon. I know what your types are for all of you, so that's good as well. No idea how heavy you are. Could not begin to tell you how heavy any of these guys are gonna be. Can't even use myself as a reference because my ass got fuck all. My friend says I'm flat as a pig. That's fucked up to say. I'm sorry, I'm totally not laughing at any of what you just said. No, there's just something really funny as a way to describe that your ass is in fact not popping is my ass got fuck all. It's just really funny to me. But it's not funny. It's not funny. Just a little funny. Specifically the way you said it. I would suggest Pinterest is where because that's where I usually get my, my info. Oh yeah, right, we're looking up egg groups. Why did I look at Ditto again? What did I want from you? Oh yeah, I was going to you because I needed to figure out the types. Alright, back to the egg groups. What in the fuck are the amorphuses? Oh, you're all the lobby guys. That's not an amorphous. Gengar, I guess Gengar is amorphous? Are ghosts usually amorphous as well? What do you mean Pumpkaboo? Okay, so maybe it just means ghost type usually, or is kind of gross looking. Okay, well none of you look like that. None of you are bug types. I can say that pretty clearly. Unless I out of spite made Frogget a bug type. That'd be kind of funny. Okay, starters stats tend to be between 207 and 220. Thank you very much, Shay. I appreciate it. I realize, would have worded a little diff. I mean, I was meaning chest, ass, and referring to myself, but my friend still makes jokes. Oh yeah, we all have made the pancake joke, regardless of actual texture. Texture? Ugh. That's a weird way to say if someone has an ass or not. What texture? Specifically Eli. We like, me and, more so Galaxy, likes to say that Eli has a flat ass. And then Eli will reply back that Galaxy has a flat ass. You know, as friends do. We don't... We're all mostly online, so, like, it's not like we know, it's just funnier to say so. I don't know if you count. I need someone who has a similar... Oh, nope. Yeah, you do. Okay, so I know what egg group you are. I'd assume you'd share the same one. Actually, though it looked like Bulbasaur had two types of egg groups, so maybe some of them get two. I don't know the differences between Water 1, 2, and 3. We're gonna go look that up soon. Oh yeah, what was the description? Amorphous sense. It looks like they all have a description. Previously known as intermediate, but not usually based on real creatures. Instead, they comprise of shapeless blobs or gases. Oh, right. Gengar's technically not a solid, though, is he? Right. Like the Ghastly and Haunter, they're ghosts. Most ghost and poison Pokemon are here. Okay, so that also helps. Obviously, I'm assuming Fairy is Fairy type, but let's see. Fairy type is mostly cute Pokemon. Okay, so it doesn't even mean Fairy. Pikachu's Fairy type? Egg group? Interesting. Introduced Fairy type as so many Pokemon in the groups are now Fairy type. Ah, okay, so I guess you just being cute makes you Fairy type sometimes. Got it. We're gonna look at field. I'm gonna assume flying means flying type. D&D research presents classes. She's a Hexblade, Warlock, and might multi-class are her sillies. Ah, oh yeah, since you guys get to rework your, I almost said Pokemon, D&D characters. I'm having a hard time, okay? If I do any amount of research, my brain can only do so much, okay? Okay. This is by far the largest egg group previously known as ground. Oh, it's been changed. As well as having many ground-type Pokemon, the field group contains a lot of land-based mammals and has the most diverse range of types. This makes for easy breeding of multiple moves. Oddly, perhaps disturbingly, well, I don't like that. I don't like perhaps disturbingly being here. This group contains Wailord. Right, Wailord is field type. One of the largest Pokemon in existence, and some of the smallest Pokemon in existence, like Skitty and Diglett. Right, I forgot that Wailord is the same group as Skitty, and people have been there's an entire comic series about like a humanoid Skitty and a Wailord, which is cute, by the way, but I remember learning it from that because I was like, oh, that's fun. What do you mean? Pokemon devs, what do you mean they have the same egg group? Did you think this through at all? Look at that thing. No. Absolutely not. Why is Gardevoir in the human-like egg group, and why is Amorphous? Okay, well, to be fair, look at them. Gardevoirs do have a kind of humanoid shape, but they also don't actually have legs. They're just like a flying dress, I think. Therefore, technically, they count as both. I don't like that. Now, better question, why is there a human-like category in the first place? Why do we have that many Pokemon to have a human-like category? And why didn't we name them anything else? Why does it have to be that? I think I'm actually going to give someone one of these groups that I've mentioned already. I don't know if anyone's going to get 2 groups, but I know you can get 2 groups, so we'll see. So far, we've gotten at least 1 group for everyone. I'm not even going to look at flying. Not even going to pretend I care. Okay, so grass group description. All the Pokemon in this group, previously known as plant, are some kind of plant, such as nearly every member of the grass type. Most Pokemon also belong to a second group. Oh, okay, so a lot of grass types get a second group. So that makes sense. Which means I might go back for secondary typings. I don't know what the difference is between all of the waters. Or why. We'll figure that out. Maybe there's just too many water Pokemon, so they just started adding them to the next list. Warlock spell slots are so low. Yeah, people like to make jokes about the Warlock spell, amount of spells you can use. Ooh, Paladin or Sorcerer. Ooh, I think... Well, if you ask my opinion if you want it. I know what I think I would go with, because it sounds cool. As like a combination. Let me know if you want to hear it or if you don't. You don't have to listen. Human-like, none of them are human-like, so we can skip that one. I'll let you know now. Fortunately, none of the Pokemon I designed are human-like. I actually avoided doing so because I was like, I just don't want to draw a weird person. I didn't want to. Mineral, I don't think anyone counts as a mineral. I'm assuming this just means rock type. Oh, and steel type. There's 2. Now, monster, on the other hand, I'm curious. What counts as a monster type? Pokemon in the monster group are large, powerful beasts. It is one of the largest and most diverse groups. Diverse? Why was that? Why'd I have an accent for diverse specifically and only? Many of the starters are in this group. Oh! What makes you a monster? Aren't you all monsters? You're Pokemon. You are quite literally pocket monsters. Why are you... All of you are pocket monsters. Why are only some of you monsters? Whatever, game. I don't even care anymore. I'm tired of this. Alright. Iron Paladin is good for Divine Smite, I think it's called, or for Hexblade stuff. Ooh, Wrathful Smite and Branding Smite. What makes you not a monster? I feel like since these are double monsters, I feel like all of them should just be monster and then water or fire. Actually, is there even a fire group? There's not. Well, that's funny. I feel like all of you should be the monster group. And if you're not, I'm confused. Do you have 3 groups? Okay, no, it looks like everyone has 2 groups so far. What is the difference between water? I guess it's just the amount of water. Is it full? Does the water group get full? Is it like a bucket? Is there only a certain amount of space in the bucket of water group? I love Zen. I just wanted to have more spell slots. Yeah, if you want more spell slots, do paladins have spells in 5e? I think they do. So I guess you get what you want with either group. Many starters are monster group. We'll go back to monster. We'll circle back. I don't understand. First of the 3 water-based egg groups, Pokemon in Water 1 are generally amphibious, surviving in and out of water. All of the water starters are in this group. Okay, well, I guess I know where we have to put Frogget. I don't want him to be left out. All of his friends are a part of this group. God damn it. I'm apparently incredibly silly today. Welcome back from ads. I realize... Okay, so reading through Water 1, every water starter is in that group. And I almost immediately typed into the egg group for the Frogget type, water type, as egg group Frogget. He doesn't get to be included. He's his own fucking thing. Only Frogget can breed with Frogget. There's no other options. Okay, water type 2, second of the 3, generally based off of fish. All of them are water, with the exception of Inkay and a couple others. Oh, interesting. And last but not least, Water 3 is a mix of different Pokemon types, including fossils, crabs, and invertebrates. Okay, so yeah, Frogget should be Water type 1. Obviously, no one here is Ditto. What is undiscovered? None of the Pokemon in this group, previously known as no eggs, are able to breed, thus do not produce any eggs. This group mostly consists of legendaries and baby Pokemon. Right. So, okay, so we have to go back up through the list. So Frogget has to be Water 1, since that's every other water starter, and it's amphibious animals specifically, which, if you haven't guessed, includes frog. Now, I could go through and make it so everyone is a part of the monster egg group, because they quite literally are monsters. And I feel like it's a little silly that there's an egg group called Monster when Pokemon means Pocket Monster, but whatever. Nobody asked for my opinion. Unfortunately for me. You know, I'm gonna make all of them have the secondary type of monster. I don't care. I think it's funny and fitting. There we go. Also, what would you suggest for multi-classing? I'm here for any options. Okay, so I was gonna say go with Paladin, because then it'd be funny that you're worshipping your god twice. Since Warlocks get their powers through a patron. I think it'd be funny if you were like double devoted in 2 different paths. I just think it would be funny. Also because it sounds cool as shit. Because, in my head, Eldritch Blast is like the Warlock equivalent of Paladin's Smite ability. So it just sounds like you have 2 different versions of smiting, and I think that also sounds hilarious. The god's favorite. This is Zen. They're multi-classing twice under me. I think they're my favorite. Double devotion. Hopelessly devoted to you. Alright, we have our field types. I can close this tab. I'm free. Alright, now back to the different level of hell, which includes abilities. Still here. Who was I gonna give this to? I could. But honestly, I don't think this counts. I don't think you can have that ability. That doesn't count for you. I'd be lying to myself if I said you could have that. Flash fire. Shed skin, which just sounds neat. Do frogs shed skin? I don't think they do they? Because they're not snakes. They're not reptiles, they're amphibians. I don't think most amphibians shed their skin. I think they just grow. I think they can lose their tail. There's like an ability where you can lose your tail, maybe. Ooh, that'd be fucked up. Kind of gross, but I don't think you can have that. Let's also get rid of shed skin. Intimidate for our potential bully. Keen eye and overgrow because it's grass type. Alright, back through the list. You can go Hexblade Warlock and get even more smitey. Yeah! I mean, Zen does call North Mom. Exactly! Hexblade, Paladin / Warlock, Oath of something. Oath of bullshit! Zen, doubly devoted Pierce. Hexblade Paladin. It also just sounds cool to be called a Hexblade Paladin if you just get rid of the Warlock part. It sounds, like, sick as fuck. Okay, back to the list. Oh yeah, we're gonna ignore all of the abilities that have to do with weather. It's complicated. Kind of funny, but complicated. Contact with this Pokemon might burn the attacker. You're not actually on fire, you're just a fire type. This is reminding me I need to remake my D&D guys sheet because it's so messed up. Uh-oh. Bug, Ghost, and Dark type moves scare it and boost its speed. Oh, that's interesting. There's the ability Rattled essentially means you're scared of certain type attacks and makes you faster. That's interesting. Huh. Wug Trio. Wug Trio has this all the time. Oh, it's first ability, second ability. What is a hidden ability? I call to you, my Pokemon nerds. What the fuck does hidden ability mean? What is that? I'm sorry, what do you mean your ability is called Gooey? Ew. Wug Trio. Ew. Why is one of your abilities called Gooey? Why are you like that? Yuck. Awful. It just means that their attack speed, or I think just their general speed goes down whenever they attack it, but like, ew. Why is that the name? I was thinking once, like, I could throw my Dragonborn guy into Godly War. He's a beast barbarian. Nah, I love Zen too much. Keep Zen! You love Zen! So much art of Zen. There's a paladin oath called Oath of Devotion. Perfect for the joke. I don't know if any of well, I guess Frogget's known for getting spooked by Toriel, but like, she's not the dark type trainer. If anything, she should not be dark, ghost, or bug. I feel like she'd be traumatized too. Okay, we can maybe argue dark type because she lives in the ruins, but like, she's a goat. I feel like she'd either be normal or maybe fire because of her fire attacks. I don't think dark type works here. I think he's just scared of her for different reasons. Leaf Guard prevents problems with statuses and Sunny. Nope, again. Poison Point. You're not poison. Iron Fist, Damp. Why is one of these abilities? I guess because like you can't explode gunpowder and stuff is usually ineffective if it's wet. But why? I was looking at Oathbreaker or Vengeance for Paladin. Ooh. Ooh, and Oathbreaker could add some like really fun story stuff too. Because if you're an Oathbreaker, maybe you were following a different god beforehand and you left them for your current god. Ooh, the story ideas for that. I like that. Now you got me thinking. Why does Psyduck have the damp ability? What is the Aftermath ability? If the attacker faints a Pokemon with Aftermath using a contact move, the attacker will lose blah 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 blah. I don't know what any of that means. Goodbye. We're not adding Damp, though that would be funny. Sand Force, I'm assuming that's gonna only really make sense for sand Pokemon. Prankster. What? Gives priority to a status move. Interesting. Natural Cure, all status problems heal when it is switched out. Lightning Rod sounds hilarious. Draws in all electric moves to up special attack. Clear Body prevents Pokemon from lowering its stats. I don't think that makes sense for anything. Synchronize. Passes a burn to the foe. Oh! Burn, poison, or paralysis to the foe. Interesting. Rivalry deals more damage to a Pokemon of the same gender. Anti-sexism. Oops, sorry, tapped my mic. She's already traumatized in her backstory. Thanks. Wait. What? Why did it work? I heard the noise. Mix it up. Buddy? Oh, VOD is fucked. Sorry, let me close it and open it again. VOD is not currently responding to commands. I have to close it. There we go. Alright, I will manually make myself small. I had a feeling, because usually VOD sometimes will have problems like that. I don't know what causes it. I think it's when I open certain games after VOD's been opened that causes it to glitch like that every once in a while. So usually it's the last thing I open. It was the first thing I opened this time. Alright, continuing on. Unburden raises speed if there's a held item. Oh, or held item is used. Soundproof. I think... Do any of you have ears? Weird question. But, like, do any of them even have ears? Sniper? Why is that the name of one of the moves? Powers up moves if they become critical hits. Okay. Competitive, sharply raises special attack when a Pokemon's stats are lowered. Adaptability powers up moves of the same type. Vital Spirit prevents Pokemon from falling asleep. Moxie boosts attack after knocking out any Pokemon. Early Bird, Pokemon awakens quickly from sleep. Defiant sharply raises attack when the Pokemon stats are lowered. Unaware ignores any stat changes in the Pokemon. It's just fuck you, I don't care. Considering Oathbreaker's necromancy gimmick, you could also go for your character got tricked by insert lich or patron here. Now you serve them while damned by your former god. That could be a fun idea for me to use maybe in the future. Steadfast raises speed each time the Pokemon flinches. Snow Cloak, that's for ice types, assumably. Serene Grace. Okay, I just read a Pokemon ability that's called Big Pecs. This better include only birds. What the ability does is protects the Pokemon from defense lowering attacks. This better be only bird Pokemon. It is. Okay. Why? Why does them having beaks prevent them from having defense lowering? Okay, whatever. Anticipation, sense the foe is dangerous. Volt Orb restores HP if hit by an electric type move. Speed boost, if speed stat... Oh, they just get faster over time. Reckless, powers up moves that have recoil damage. Oh, Limber. Pokemon is protected from paralysis. Water Veil prevents Pokemon from getting burned. Rain Dish, the Pokemon gradually regains health in the rain. Again, we're ignoring those. Klutz, the Pokemon can't use any held items. Oh, that sucks. Curse Body may disable a move used on the Pokemon. Oh! I don't know if that fits for any of them. Anger Point, maxes attack after critical hits. I know one of you that might get pissy. Tinted Lens, powers up not very effective moves. Hyper Cutter prevents other Pokemon from lowering attack. Compound Eyes, you're not a bug. Analytic, boost power moves on the Pokemon when the Pokemon's moves last. Strong Jaw, boost the power of biting moves. I don't think two of you have teeth. I didn't give the Frogget teeth. I feel like that'd be cursed. In Japanese, Big Pecs actually directly translates to pigeon breast. Is that better? I don't know if that's better. Is that what the ability is called in Japan and that's why it's called Big Pecs here? Okay. I shouldn't keep asking questions. Okay, got it. The ability is called Pigeon Breast. I don't know if that's better. Shield Dust blocks the effects of attacks taken. Quick Feet, that just means you're fast. Poison Touch may poison targets when the Pokemon makes contact. No Guard ensures attacks. Uh-oh. Oh, Healer Effect sounds cute. May heal an ally's status conditions. Effect Spore may contain poison or cause sleep or paralysis. It's a language-based pun. Alright. Those do tend to be fun. Beast Boost? The Pokemon boosts its most proficient stat each time it knocks out a Pokemon. Uh-oh. Battle Armor. Pokemon's protected against critical hits. Sticky Hold. Don't want to give any of you sticky hands. I don't like the idea of you having sticky hands. Skill Link increases the frequency of multi-strike moves. Sand, Quark, Photosynthesis. Okay, we're getting into the moves that only a couple of Pokemon have. I'm just gonna keep these and divvy them up from here. Apparently Paladins and Warlocks spell slots don't stack together. Oh, that's bad. You might want to ask Galaxy about that, because she might change the rules. Alright, looking at all of the ones I have up, now I'm going to start divvying them up into the ones they make the most sense for, which means I won't be able to see chat for a little bit because I'm going to have my second monitor being used for looking at the abilities I have set up. Hey, it's back to work time. Also, does anyone know what a hidden ability is? Does that mean they have 3 abilities and one of them you just can't see or something? I don't know what that means. I'm assuming that's what it should mean, is it's an ability you just can't always see, but... Yeah, it's between these two for you. Hidden abilities are weird and have a long history, but basically their ability you can only get by the game's capturing gimmicks. Sword and Shield raid dens, what? Okay, yeah, then I'm just gonna ignore that they exist. Y'all are only getting 2 abilities. I think that makes the most sense for you. Yeah, I'll give you this ability. Alright, then it comes down to you. Giving you this one and this one. Okay, we have the abilities done. I'm not going back to these. They all have a set ability. I actually thought it would be fun to come up with some custom ones for each of them, but honestly, one of the abilities I gave to the Looks Pokemon is kind of close to what I was going to do, so... It started out in Gen 5's Dream World, where you can only get Pokemon with hidden abilities in the Dream World. In the what? in the what world? The fuck happens in Pokemon games? I should change my name in the Discord server to Shay the Lore Dump. Honestly, I was thinking about giving people custom roles just because it'd be fun, and I thought about giving you, what was it gonna be? I think I was gonna name you the Lore Master. Sorry, not name you that. I was gonna give you a special role called Lore Master. And I thought about giving you your own chat where you could see updated lore before other people just because you like to write it down. Honestly, I might still do that in the future because it sounds funny. I put a D instead of a B somewhere. There we go. I might still do that in the future to have like a lore chat where people can read about any of the silly stuff in my like OC lore or my VTuber lore. But I absolutely will, if I do that in the future, I absolutely am going to be giving you a lore master role. Because I think that's fun. You're the only one with an actual name, and you're the only one with an actual species. I know what to call you. Okay, each of you gets a species. I might change those later on, but I already know what types everyone is. I have no idea how tall any of these funny little guys should be, though. Or how much they should weigh, so we'll move on then to... I completely forgot to write the thing. It was 307 to 320. We'll go for, like, what's essentially the mid-range and just make it so each of them has 310 as their total. Okay. What do I want your highest thing to be? I know what your highest ability should be, so I guess back to you. quite literally in your name. And then I'll go with the actual numbers eventually. I just know what abilities or which stats I know I want to be the highest for each of them, considering the personalities they already have as monsters. I know what would be prioritized. Or at least what I want to be prioritized for each of them. So if that be that, that be that. Your defense be this. Actually, it makes sense if you had relatively low defense. There we go. I'll figure out the specific numbers at some other point in time. Shinies, I already know what I want most of their shinies to look like. Yeah, we did a lot. Okay, so most of the stuff I needed is done now. I just need to figure out their weights and heights. That'll be fun. Let's go look at a lot of the starters and see what they all end up looking like. Or I guess more so what size they end up being. I assume relatively itty-bitty. These are not what I was hoping for when I looked up starter here. I don't want to I don't really care about people's opinions about them. I just want to know what each of them are. I know you have a page on this website where it has all of them together. Somewhere. Oh, is that on Bulbapedia? Oh, it's on Bulbapedia, I think. Ah, there it is. Bulbapedia has the info I'm looking for. Does it have, like, listings of their... little bits of their stats without me having to click on each one? Nope. Okay. Alright, let's look at specifically all of the grass starters to see if they have like a general weight that they all tend to be around. If not, this is gonna be extra fun. Guess I could just guess. Okay, so height. You're 2 foot, you're 2 foot, you're 1 foot. Okay, so like Chikorita is almost 3 feet tall. Oh my god, wait, why? Why is Chikorita that tall? That's giant, actually. I guess because you're silly little leaf on your head? Why are you so much taller than I thought you would be? Most of them are under 3 feet, so there's that at least. Twig, also one of my favorites. Lovely little grass starter. Oh, you're so tiny! He's only 1'4". Okay. Itty bitty. Yeah, it's kind of weird how tall they don't end up getting. Like, Charizard's still taller than me, because I'm short, but like, you would expect the big fire dragon to be bigger than that. Snivy is exactly 2 foot. Okay, either way, what I'm getting from this is they probably should all be under 3 feet. So I'll decide based off of how I think it would feel to hold them. So you're probably going to be the smallest, unfortunately, for you, because I think you'd be pretty freaking cute and I want to hold you and you're adorable. Charmander is on the dot 2 feet as well. Okay. You're gonna be this. You're actually going to be the tallest of them all. I know that for sure. And I'm pretty sure you should be the smallest, but I have to look up the difference between you and your buddy. Because you have a buddy. Do I still have soda left? Not technically. I mean, there's kind of soda in here, just, it's all flat now. Okay. Why does Diglett have a weight? Does that mean you actually get out of the ground? I don't know if I like that. What the fuck do you mean Wiglets are 3? No. I mean, I guess because they come out of the ground, but like, I don't like that Wiglets are like 3 feet tall. Almost 4. That's upsetting. That's kind of upsetting. Yeah, as I expected, you're tiny. Having a hard side deciding if I want to change the ears / antenna part of my character I'm drawing compared. Oh, are you talking about your moth character that eats random shit? What was the thing you told us? She ate like a bunch of raw oats or something? I don't remember what it was. I just remember that it was insane and she ate way too much of it. They? Moth. Gender is moth. Part of the character I'm drawing compared to the game model, since I got the 3 horses, there was a few... Since when I got the 3 horses? Oh, are you talking about the horse characters you're designing? That's my bad. I saw ears / antennas and I immediately thought of the crazy moth character. Cyndaquil is only 1/8. Yeah, that makes sense. They're pretty teeny tiny. Cyndaquils are very small. I'll make you bigger than your counterpart, because I think it's funny. But not by much, because your counterpart is very tall to begin with. Ah, the floral horses have antennae. Ah, I see. Okay, that's heights dealt with. Weights. Honestly, yeah, you probably should not weigh very much considering what you are made of, but I think it's funny if you kind of do. Old like burger. Let's see. Yeah, Fancy, the thing is, I think technically you are sitting because you haven't moved once. So kind of a visual glitch, but I think you have been sitting this whole time. It's just doing the weird thing where you're not sitting, but you are. Since you haven't moved from my shoulder, I assumed it's because it was glitched out. I have fixed it visually now by picking you up and making you sit again. But that would explain why you haven't moved in a while. It'd be kind of cute if you could choose if you sat without using the sitting animation, because then they just kind of hang out in one place. Fern, D&D character, is any pronouns, and yes, he eats a lot of shit. 30 pounds of porridge and 2 pounds of moldy grains. Yeah. Yeah. Fern has problems. I don't think I should make this one this heavy. Sorry, 20 pounds, not 2. Yeah, 20, right. Even worse. Because technically you don't have to stop eating, right? Isn't something like that? You just kind of have an infinite stomach. Therefore, we'll eat weird shit because you can. Excuse me. You are only slightly heavier than your counterpart. Like Kirby, but Maw. Wait, your character's stomach isn't in- How are they alive? How are they alive after eating 30 pounds or 30 or 20 pounds of anything? Spite. Alright, that's fair. You're kind of on the chunkier side, buddy. I'm sorry. Not by too much, though. You, on the other hand, are very much so on the chunkier side, and rightfully so. You are a bit larger than the others. A bit. Okay, we have all of the stats that don't involve drawing or writing too much. Done. Oh my goodness, I've already almost drank all of my water. Goodness. I might be a little thirsty today. It's funny because after the porridge one, I was away, so we made it where I was incapacitated from eating for that session. So in the future D&D groups where I use Fern, we'll purposely play weaker because too full. Yeah, honestly, that's fair. If I eat too much, I don't feel like doing shit. Oh no. Alright. A majority of the stat work is now done, which is good because when I get to finishing up the art for... I have words. I know words. I use them. Yep. The template. When I finish up the Pokédex template, I'll have all the stuff and information I need to just shove straight in instead of having to sit around and be like, what am I doing? Huh? What? There we go. Let's save also. That'd be nice. Oh yeah, he's 3 feet tall because they are a moth person. And moth people are not tall. Unfortunately for the moth people. Ah. Hey, anyone want to get flashbanged? Weird question, but I'm asking before I do it. I'm going to do it anyway. Please no. I'm doing it anyway. I'm just letting you know you're about to get flashbanged. Wait, why are you saying speaking of small? What's up? God damn it, I knew it. I fucking knew it. I knew as soon as I saw the message in chat, I was like, I'm gonna get turned small, aren't I? Yeah, there we go. You asshole. Alright. I'm giving you a second to understand. You will be flashbanged. I have to take a screenshot of something. Once it loads. You know what? That's like pre-revenge for the fact that I'm about to flashbang you guys. If it would work. We're going off topic. Unfortunately for me, I have not felt 100% good this entire day, so we're gonna do this, and then unfortunately we are going to have to end stream not too long after. Since we're also coming up on the 2-hour mark, this is definitely going to be the shortest stream we've had all year, which is only a couple of months, but you know. Where is it? Where's the showcase chat? Alright, I don't know where it is. We're moving to just chatting, because I can't find my showcasing thing. Why are you only here? This is not where I left you. I have 2 different versions of this. Are you only here? Whatever. Screenshots. You're in oldest order. There we go. 3, 2. Oh, the thing's too big. Prepare your eyes. 3, 2, 1. Flashbang. Oh, it's kind of covered up. Alright, this is all of the merch I'm planning to make for other fandoms. We have Deltarune, we have Hollow Knight. I'm just gonna zoom in real big. It's even worse. So I have some D&D stuff that I'm planning. I have some Deltarune stuff I'm planning. We got a little bit of Hollow Knight. There's nothing for Stardew Valley. I haven't thought of anything. And there's even some one-off stuff I plan to make, which I'm very excited for because like I said, if I do the shop command, I fixed this just earlier at the start of the day. There we go. Flashbang. I actually have an official ACG store. So, for those of you who were interested in me talking about merch for my channel, or are interested in any of the fandoms I'm talking about, I would suggest making an ACG account and following my account over there on my shop, so you can get updates for any of the merch on the actual account. We also, of course, I will be updating people on my Discord, so go ahead and grab the shopper role if you don't already for any future updates, because I want to try and avoid pinging at everyone for stuff if I don't have to. So if you're not in the Discord already and you don't have the shopper role, you will miss out on merch updates, because I'm going to only be pinging them from now on. You might still see them if you're just looking in the Discord, but you might miss the ping, so probably go grab that role. Thank you, Fancy. If you're not already in the Discord, the link has just been brought up with the Discord command. But yeah, I'm gonna have a shorter stream today because I am a little bit tired, but I've got plenty of work done. Gonna give myself a bit of a longer handbrake because my wrist did hurt this weekend, so I wasn't able to draw it all. So I'm just going to give myself a bit of a longer break. Also, warning, the flashbang is coming back in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom. I'm also really excited about the Deltarune and Hollow Knight merch that I have on screen right now, which is just the wording for it, by the way, just a screenshot of what I'm planning. So we have the Fun Gang, and Lancer, of course, tail wag keychains. Lancer's just gonna be you're holding him by, like, the back of his scruff, and just his body instead of a tail. Chris is going to be the dog Chris with the cute little dog ears and the tail. While Rousey and Susie are actually going to have their tails. Though Rousey, I might just give a really long scarf instead. Rousey, not Rosie. Of course, I'm gonna have a Lancer plush pin so you can squish his little face, because the plushy pins are just pins, but they're soft and kind of squishy. So you can squish Lancer's face on his plush pin. Suzelle magnet, because I quite enjoy Susie and Noelle. Adorable couple. Definitely gonna give them like a little heart keychain magnet. Gerson's hammer dancing standee. Inspired by one time where I saw fan art of Gerson pole dancing on his hammer, and I thought that was so fucking funny that I'm going to make a standee of it. With my own art, of course. I'm going to draw something similar and make that a standee. Just because it's hilarious and I want to brag that I made that. We're gonna have Lancer and Lancer's dads as keychains. Huh? What? No, don't worry about it. No, we're going back to Wholesome now. So Lancer, as of course, has 3 dads. We have Dad, Lesser Dad, and Girl Dad. Each of those are going to be a keychain of King Spade. What is Lancer's actual dad's name? Whatever. Queenie, and of course, Rules Card. Each of them are going to be their own keychain, but they're going to have the option for a mini Lancer hanging off of them as a separate keychain part. Because the way ACG Goods works is they have connection keychains that are connected to each other with a little chain, which is cute, alongside a bigger keychain. Or they can all be the same size, it depends. But I'm going to have a version of that where Lancer is like holding onto their leg or something, and he's his own little keychain hanging off of it. It's so silly. Don't think about everything else I said too hard. And then we're going to have Prophecy keychain / stickers. For those of you who know about Chapter 4, if you know, you know. We're not going to get into it for those of you who don't know. Sorry for anyone who hasn't played or knows about Deltarune just so far, because now I've spoiled a little bit of it. But don't worry, all of these are characters from either Chapter 1 or Chapter 2. So you're not missing out on too much. I thought about making merch for the Chapter 3 boss. Not the hidden boss, the regular boss. And, you know who. If you know, you know. But I decided I'm not gonna do that shit because I don't feel like drawing his big-ass TV head. Just don't fucking want to. I'm also going to be making some Hollow Knight merch, because this is something I've actually been wanting to do for a really long while. I absolutely adore Hollow Knight. So I'm going to make some merch of both Hornet and the little knight, because I think they're cute. So the knight tail wag is, you're going to be holding him by, like, the little part of his cape. So therefore, it's going to be, like, the tail wagging keychain part is just going to be, like, the body of the knight, while the top of it is, like, their cape and their head. So it looks like you're holding them by the back and their legs are just kind of dangly-wangly. And I think that's hilarious. I love stuff like that. It's so cute. I have it all planned in my head right now. We're also going to have a connection where you're holding on to the nail, and I called it the nail because I copy-pasted the message. But it's supposed to be the needle. You're going to be holding on to either the knight's nail or Hornet's needle. The closed caption said his STD head. Closed captions, please. Please don't say that. That's not right. Either way, we're also gonna have a cute grub... Goodness. Having trouble today. Also, I'm making these entirely for myself, but I am planning to sell them. I am making myself a grub keychain. I love the grubs. And I want a keychain of them. So I'm going to make one. I'm going, oh, by the way, because of the way these work, I can in fact order all of my keychains for myself separately, and also still have them up on my shop, which I plan to do for all of the keychains I plan to release, because I want to make sure, for like quality's sake, they actually look the way I want them to. So if I have to, I'll edit them later. Because I don't want to release the merch without knowing what they're going to look like. So yeah, before any of these are purchased, I am going to have to buy them myself just to make sure I like the way they look. And also, all of the merch I make is stuff I want for myself. So that's, I turned off the closed caption, I meant to close the showcasing. But yeah, in case you were wondering why I picked the things I picked, it's because I want it myself and I want it in my home. So I'm going to make all of these keychains because I want them, and also I feel like some of you guys would be interested in them. And maybe even more people. Also, if you saw Superbat for the other fandoms, yeah. You shouldn't be surprised. We have Superbat and Wilmark from Invincible. I like my gay superhero, sue me. Don't. It won't stop me.
It won't stop me.
Alright, either way, ad break's about to start back up, so let's go raid Kiri. I'm gonna send y'all off to Kiri. Also, just snooze the ad, just in case it decides to show up. I know we're gonna raid Kiri because I already got his ping for the start of his stream, so I'm gonna send y'all off to Kiri for now. Peak? Huh. I thought he was doing Minecraft at the moment, but maybe I misread his schedule stuff. Alright, but yeah, thank you guys for joining me for another stream. I apologize for this being a bit of a shorter one, but thank you guys all for joining me. I hope you guys enjoy Kiri playing Peak with some buddies. But honestly, I am a little bit tired, but we also got so much done today, so it's not like it wasn't a good stream. Or at least I had a good time. I hope you guys did too. I will see you again on Friday. Nope, Wednesday. I almost said Monday, stopped myself and said Friday. I'll see you guys on Monday at 6 p.m. EST. Yeah, let's go bother the fox. As always, 5 p.m. EST, I will see you again for more of you not being able to see the art I'm working on, probably. Maybe I'll play a video game. Honestly, we've gotten a lot done. Maybe I'll just draw on Friday and get more stuff finished up. But yeah, thank you guys for joining me. I'll see you guys next time. But even if I don't, just remember to have a good afternoon, good evening, or good night, whatever it is in your time zone. Go drink some water, go get some snacks, take care of yourselves. Bye-bye! Never gonna stop doing the knockoff Markiplier, are we?